Waiting. So you have some examples to try. You okay? And actually, there's really nothing new. They're just going to add one new layer. And we've already been practicing this a little bit, so everybody should be on page 5. Ivan, please, page 5, let's go. The only difference is now you're going to have to pay attention because sometimes the equation is going to be in the wrong form. So if you look at this first one in example 2, it says solve the system by graphing. Here's equation 1. Is this equation in the right form? So we can identify our m, which is what? 2, and our b, -2. Good catch on the negative sign. Is this one in the right form? Does it say y equals? No, so we got to change it. The first thing that you're always going to do is move your x. So I have a minus x here. The opposite is 2, add x. So I have 2y equals x minus 4. I want to keep that x in front. What you missing? What? I was in the room the whole time. Are we good? So we're still not done though because my y is not alone, right? So we got to divide everything by 2. This is weird though. What's another way of writing x over 2? It's another way of writing x over 2. 1/2 x. What's 4 divided by 2? Now we can do our m, which is 1/2, and our b, which is -2. Oh, that's interesting. Do you notice that you already know the y-intercept? Aren't both lines going to cross the y at -2? Let's graph them. First one, -2. And then I have to go up 2, right 1. I'm also going to go down 2, left 1. Along the way, you guys, if I'm going too fast, you have a question, just politely stop me. Don't yell at me and make me cry. It's embarrassing. I'm an ugly crier. Here's our first line. Our second line is going to start at -2 as well. My slope's going to go, how? How's my slope go on this one? This is 2 down, 1 right. 1/2 is 2 down, 1 right. This is my slope. Why am I going 2 down, 1 right?
I meant 2 on 1 right.
What?
Wait,
1 up, 2 right. I can also go 1 down, 2 left. Either way. But not. Jack, do you want to just go out in the hall and take the notes off of the book? Well, I'd love for you to speak about the math. Now, here's the thing about these manipulated equations. Too late. Do you want to ask anybody else if they got a haircut? Get it out of the way. Anthony, did you get a haircut? Or did you get all of your haircut? Okay. When you label your line for an equation you manipulated, you have to give the original equation. We couldn't use it to graph, but now that we have it graphed, you're going to write -x plus 2y equals -4. What is our solution? 0, -2. That's this point right here. I'll keep my pencil there for a while so you can look. Isaac, just look. That point where they cross, that's what we're calling the solution. This is your answer. Next page. Can I turn my page? This next one? This one that I just did? You didn't watch me make it one at a time. See, this is what you got to do, Isaac. If I start graphing, okay, and you're still writing something over here, just switch to the graphing because I literally walked it through step by step. So maybe when I do the next one, it'll help you finish this one. And there's always the video, right? So let's go to the next one. Our first equation, is it in the correct format? So what is my M, Jack? And what is my B? So I think just to kind of help people who are like struggling a little bit with the graphing, let's graph this one right away. So Isaac, what's my y-intercept in that first equation? What's my B? So watch now. I'm going to go to 0, 0, and I'm going to go down 7 on the y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to make a point. Now I'm going to use my slope. How does my slope move? I was asking Isaac, but thank you, Jack. Did you get a haircut, by the way? No? Okay, so here we go, Isaac. Watch. I'm going to go to that dot I first put, the first dot I put down. I'm going to go 4 down, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 to the right, put a dot. But now I'm also going to do the opposite slope because I want another dot just to make sure I'm making a straight line. So what's the opposite of 4 down, 1 right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And again, label it. Y equals negative 4x minus 7 is our second equation ready to graph. No, no, no. What do we have to do? Move the x over. What do I have after I move it? Good. So my M and my B. Negative 2?
Oh, yeah.
It is?
Oh, 2.
So you try graphing this line. Do it kind of lightly in case you make a mistake. But try graphing it. Man, I wrote my equation right over where they intersect. I wasn't paying attention. What did you get for a solution? See if you got it right. Anybody? It's okay if you're wrong. This is the time to just take that chance. What's the ordered pair where the two lines cross? Jack. I agree. So my solution is negative 3, 5. It's right here. I made one line too short, and then I labeled it right where it intersects. Did yours look similar? Okay, what was different on the second line, Isaac?
Mine was on the bottom.
Your intersection was down here?
Yeah.
So then, did you graph this line wrong? Because I did this one with you. Or no, I did this one with you, right?
Yeah.
So you had your slope going the wrong way. My slope is negative, Isaac, so that's the other thing to think about. When I place my two dots, if it's not going to form a negative slope, I probably have something placed wrong. So what I did, Isaac, is I put a dot at 2. So here I am at 2. And then my slope is down 1, right one. I decided to go up one, left one until I hit my intersection. So what did you do differently? Did you start at the 2?
No.
Okay, there's your mistake. Always put your B first. Your B is on the Y. Let's try number 5. Are either of these equations ready to use? So for the first one, we have to subtract x. I have negative y equals negative x plus 5. How do I get that y alone? Divide by negative 1. Y equals, what's negative x divided by 1? Negative 1, sorry. What's 5 divided by negative 1? So minus 5. Find your m and your b. What's my m? And what's my b? Do you want to graph it right away? Go ahead. And then we'll check it. Make sure you label it. The original equation, x minus y equals 5. How'd you do? Does it look like mine? Okay. Go ahead, finish up. What do we have to do to the second equation? It's in the wrong format. What should we do? What's the opposite of negative 3x? So we're going to put plus 3x on both sides. My y is now alone. I have 3x minus 1. Find your m, find your b. What's your m? And your b? Negative 1. So graph that. If you kept your phones in your backpack, they wouldn't fall out, and then I wouldn't have to start worrying about having to be phone police when I really just want to be a math teacher. Did you find an intersection? What is it? Right there. Negative 2, negative 7. I said negative 7. If yours is wrong, fix it. I have something that I can show them for the next one that makes it a little more challenging, but it makes the graphing easier. I wonder if I should show them. They seem to be okay with it. Okay, number 6. Do we have any equations ready? I want you to try to change them to the correct format on your own, and then we'll go over them. So I'm going to pause this because I've been having a lot of downtime on this video. Anyone want to try? From the first one, you just have to move the 1/2 x, right? So you just subtract it from both sides. Who wants to tell me what that is? What do I get when I subtract 1/2 x from both sides? Y equals, come on, you guys.
6/9.
No. How is that in y equals mx plus b form? And when did we ever get an answer like that? No. Why are you guys combining the constant and the x? Say it one more time.
Y equals -1/2 x minus 6.
There you go. Y equals -1/2 x minus 6. The 6 does not have an x, so I can't combine them. The -1/2 has an x, so I can't combine it with that. So your first step here is to subtract 6x from both sides. What do you get when you subtract 6x from both sides? If I move 6x over, what's on the left?
2y equals -6x.
Yay, Dewan woke up. Thank you, Dewan. What do I have to do now? Divide everything by 2. What do you get? -6 divided by 2 is -3, and it has an x. 8 divided by 2 is 4, doesn't have an x. So let's do our m's and our b's. What's our m in the first equation? What's our b? 6? -6. Second equation, what's our m? This is our second equation. Right here. What's our m? -3, and our b is, graph them. What did you get for a solution? Where do the two lines cross? Jack, you're rocking this. Here's my solution. It's for -8. Did you label your lines? Any questions? None? You feel okay about it?
No.
Okay, well, you can, as you're working, you can ask for help. Will definitely help. So both of these assignments are going to be open for you today. If you get them both done, great. I don't think you will, but you should at least get day 1 turned in before you leave, and day 2 we'll go over on Monday. So it's going to be numbers 2, 4, and 6, which are review, and then 12 through 14 are the new concept. That's where I got the 14 from when I wrote this before. Should have been 18, but you're good. Get to work, please. This one's only 6 problems, so